Hey there, darlings. This is Faith Hunter, and yeah, it's been a while since I've read something from my book, Spiritually Fly Wisdom, Meditations, and Yoga to Elevate Your Soul. So, I'm going to read something for you, and after I read this passage, we're going to just drop into a moment of breath and stillness. I'm going to be reading from page, whoops, I have stuff dropping out, all my notes. I'm going to be reading from page 60, and this is in Sutra 3, Face Your Demons with Compassion and Bravery. And yeah, one of the reasons that I selected this one this morning is that, full transparency, I'm struggling a little bit, and I'm struggling in the sense that I am in the middle of shifting gears. And I mean radically shifting some gears. I've shared a little bit that I am sharing more of my writing, and yeah, it's hard because sometimes you're stuck in these patterns where people know you for one thing, this is how you make your money, and the way that you've shown up in the past isn't inspiring you anymore. And the thing that has always inspired me is to tap into my sense of creativity, and parts of me I've been hiding, and parts of me have been sitting in the shadows. And that for me has created a little self-doubt, a little insecurity, personal anger, frustration, and even hints of jealousy when I look at others showing up. So I'm going to read this, and again, we're going to drop into a moment of breath and meditation. Get comfortable or just sit back and listen. Demons in the dark. Now that you have a taste of my childhood and a tiny glimpse into my rebirth, let's dive into the shadows. Let's talk about the demons lurking in the closet and the evil inner voices saturating the depths of our DNA, occupying our thoughts and paralyzing our actions. These devilish beings spill toxins into our headspace, firmly lock in our shoulders, and rock into our hips, creating physical bondages, creating physical blockages. Their mystical powers manifest into varying levels of physical discomfort and push us headfirst into the fires of self-loathing. The crazy part is that we know these demons hold us back from living our best lives, but somehow our fears keep us under their control. You may have heard the phrase shadow work. This is definitely a buzz concept within the self-help arena, and many spiritual teachers, healers, and therapists integrate these teachings into their practices. Before we approach facing your demons, it's important to understand this theory. Your shadow is the dark aspect of your personality that plays on the grounds of human emotions such as shame, envy, rage, anger, and greed. But it also includes wants, desires, and the need for power. As a young child, we feel and experience all human emotions, rays of light, love, tenderness, kindness, and compassion, balance effortlessly with the cast of shadow emotions. Through adult programming, we shift and morph. Over time, we master the skill of hiding and disowning our shadow. We learn to suppress the side of ourselves and clock our emotions with dysfunctional behavior. As a result, we sabotage relationships and careers, but mostly we sabotage our soul. The repression of these feelings can linger in our unconscious for years if we do not reconnect and become friends with them. The disowned shadow can even begin to dim our light. Another way this plays out is through projection. It involves expressing anger, jealousy, envy, and other emotions towards someone else because we have repressed an aspect of their essence within ourselves. The process happens unconsciously, and often we are completely unaware of our behavior. I want you to take a moment and just kind of move your body a little bit from right to left, just kind of sway. If you're still driving or walking while listening to this, no worries, just take deep breaths with me. But if you can pause and sit, I just want you to rock from side to side. You can even do a little spinal flexion if that feels good. And I just want you to feel into your body. And if you've been hiding a shadowy part of yourself, if you've been hiding a version of you that you don't want someone to see or you're afraid to show, or even a part of you where someone says, that's not who you are, or that's not who you should be, I want you to allow that sensation to start to bubble up as you move the spine, as you rock. And then I want you to wrap your arms around yourself and do the same. Just rock. And as you continue to rock back and forth, I want you to imagine cradling yourself like you were actually parenting, mothering, holding your inner child. That version of you that may not have the voice to express what they desire, that version of you that is afraid, that version of you that was told to sit down, be quiet. You're being way too much. And just hold them for about 30 more seconds. And then I want you to pause. Place one hand or both hands right over the center of your chest. And just give the center of your chest a little massage, pressing into your heart chakra, that place of love, compassion, and understanding. And take another deep breath in. Exhale, empty out. Release your hands and just breathe in through your nose. Exhale. Deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. One more. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. And I want you to remember that sensation of being held, comforted, loved, but mostly supported. And in that sensation of being supported, know that it is okay to be afraid. It is okay to be frustrated and angry. It is even okay to have doubt and insecurity. These are the many parts of you. See them, feel them, face them in this moment. And know that it is safe. It is always safe to be you. For you are held, loved, cared for, and supported by your soul. Take a deep breath in. Exhale a big sigh. And I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Definitely, if you haven't had a chance, go and, whoops, go and grab a copy of my book, Spiritually Fly. And of course, if you want to dive into more of my written work, because I am working on some new things, you can always find me on Substack. Just simply type in Faith Hunter. And of course, the name of my Substack is Wholeness. It's where my writing lives in sound. Thank you so much, guys. Stay soft, stay grounded, and always stay spiritually fly. Ciao.